Today we'll be discussing how to calculate distinction in the major. Each department is responsible for calculating and granting distinction for graduating students in the major with the concurrence of the Committee on Honors and Academic Standing. To be eligible for distinction in the major, a student must earn an A or A- on the senior departmental examination, senior essay, or senior project, in addition to achieving grades of A or A- in 3/4 of the credits that can apply toward the major. It's important to note that grades of F and marks of CR for credit are included as non-A grades, while marks of W for withdrawn courses, which carry no course credit, and marks of P for pass are not figured into the calculation for distinction. Graduate courses that count toward the major do count for distinction and should be included as long as they are taken for a letter grade. When you begin the distinction process, start by compiling your list of seniors and first remove any student who did not earn an A or A- on the senior requirement. This is an automatic disqualification. With the remaining students, count any courses that apply toward the major against those that carry an A or A-. When making your calculations, remember that grades bear the same weight as the graduation credits for the degree. That is, if a course has a value of 1.5 graduation credits with a grade of A, then it should count as 1.5 grades of A in your calculation. Let's use the Global Affairs major as an example. Here you will see that the student is fulfilling their major requirements with the 14 required courses. All letter grades for the major are included in the calculation. Even if a student has fulfilled the electives requirement and additional elective courses appear in the fall-through category, the courses still count toward eligibility for distinction. In this screen, the student took 3 additional electives plus 1 additional methods course that appear in fall-through. In other words, they have 4 additional courses appearing in fall-through that should count toward classifying their distinction. The student has 18 courses to be calculated toward their distinction in the major. Of the 18 courses, they earned an A or A- in 8, with 1 in-progress course yet to be graded. The 8 A-grade courses divided by the 18 classes applied toward the major equals 44%. If the in-progress course is graded A or A-, then the calculation, 9 divided by 18, equals 50%. Still below the 75% required for distinction in the major. Therefore, regardless of their grade in Global 430 this semester, the student falls below the threshold and does not receive distinction. To summarize, to calculate distinction in the major, you should eliminate any students who did not earn a grade of A or A- on the senior requirement. Count the number of courses that apply toward the major, including courses that could apply toward the major but are listed in the fall-through section. Tally the number of A or A- grades. Consider that the weight of each grade in the calculations equals the weight of each graduation credit for the course. Use the formula, the number of A or A- grades divided by the total credits for grades counted, to calculate the percentage. 75% or higher warrants distinction. Students regard distinction in the major as a significant honor, particularly because it is reflected on their diplomas. Please exercise care when calculating and verify accuracy before submitting the form to the Committee on Honors and Academic Standing.